Okay. So have you heard this one? An education policy researcher, architect, urban planner, neuropsychologist, lawyer, and business developer walk into a bar. No, wait, it's 2022. A research team cutting across industries and perspectives from across the continent meet in a Zoom room weekly for the past year, united in a common goal: to disrupt the notion of what a school can and should be. Seeing the series of historical crises unfolding in communities across the U.S., this team recognized the existing power of community schools as spaces of connection and resources, and their emerging power to catalyze resilience and wellness on a broader community scale. In recent years, this power has been seen in K-12 schools that have begun to embrace various models of community school principles. With integrated student supports and wraparound services, these schools intentionally partner with families and community-based organizations, such as health providers and food banks, to meet the needs of both young people and adults. Realizing both the enormous need and the enormous potential of these schools, we asked, how can the design of a school's built environment and programming support the unique needs identified within a given community, so as to enhance resiliency and community wellness? To answer this big question, we needed to add input and additional perspectives, and we believe the answers start in the communities themselves. So we surveyed parents, community members, and educators. We then dug deeper, conducting interviews across the country with a diversity of experts and stakeholders to understand the many different components of an effective community school model. While this is not a new model, community schools were uniquely positioned at the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic to support community needs for housing, food security, and continuous learning, while acting as centralized hubs for information and resources. So how can we take these lessons and leverage this model across school districts to improve community resilience and wellness? And can you imagine the impacts of doing so? These are big and important questions, and we didn't want to answer them for our sole benefit. Instead, we wanted to create a toolkit filled with interactive resources and actionable plans for you to bring to your community, no matter your role. This toolkit includes asset mapping tools, resources for scenario planning, implementation and measurement, design guidelines, and advocacy and policy guides. And that is what we want to present and work through with you at this year's South by Southwest EDU. Micro-level tools for macro-level change, even in your own community. So vote for us. We hope to see you in Austin in March.